Hello and welcome to the reading section of the Duolingo English Test. In this lecture, I am going to brief you about, not brief you, I am going to teach you fill in the blanks in detail. The activity is basically complete the sentences. Okay. So you get an option for a missing word. Not just an option, you get 4 or 5 options and you have to choose the best, the appropriate, the correct. Okay. I can't say best, the appropriate option. Okay, you will get a passage on the left and you will have options on the right. You need to click here, a drop down you will get a drop down menu. You have to select best of the most appropriate option. Okay, and you cannot just click on next without uh, let's say if you have answered just one question, so you cannot skip it. You have to select all the options, then only you can click on next. This is important. Okay, and about subscores and duration, everything is same. You your score in this section will be getting added to your literacy and comprehension subscore, and there is no specific time duration for this question. Although I'm teaching this question in the last, you can get this one in the start itself. Okay, the moment reading section starts, you may get fill in the blanks. Okay, so don't think like you'll get all the questions in the same sequence the way I have taught in this course. Okay, anyway, let's start our mm, complete the sentences activity with this example. What is the theory? What is the methodology? Keep the content, the theme in mind. That is my first suggestion. Then for, let's say, blank number 1, you may have to read blank number 2. For blank number 2, you may have to refer 3. Okay, that is the second suggestion. Third suggestion, uh, you should be aware of the meaning of a particular word. Without meaning, sometimes it becomes difficult. And fourth one, keep tenses, keep verb forms in mind. Okay, now coming on to the blank, let's see what I taught you can be applied here or not. Dash has changed the world in unprecedented ways, affecting everything from the way we work and communicate to the way we learn and entertain ourselves. The pandemic can be, it can be our answer. The social media, it can also be. But has social media affected the way we work up to some extent and communicate? Yes. Entertain? Yes, but I can't say for work. So I can eliminate it. Globalization? Yes, it can be my answer. Technological advancements? Yes. Climate change? No. At this point, I can say no. So the three options are pandemic, globalization, technological advancements. My elimination theory has eliminated 2 options. I'm left with 3. Now I need to find the context theme. Okay. The pandemic has led to a surge. So what is the answer? Pandemic. So here, what is the option number 1? The pandemic has led to a surge in dash usage, with many people turning to online platforms for everything from grocery shopping to doctor's appointments. Okay. Social media for doctor appointment, no way eliminated. E-commerce for doctors, no. Internet, yes. Internet for grocery, internet for doctor, internet for any XYZ thing, it can be. Remote learning for grocery, no. Eliminated. Video conferencing, well, for communication, yes, but not for grocery. So I have eliminated all. I am left with internet only. So this is my answer number 3. The rise of Dash has also been fueled by the pandemic, with many businesses and organizations pivoting to remote work and to keep their employees safe. So they are talking about companies here. The rise of e-commerce. It is because of e-commerce they want to keep their employees safe? No. The rise of telecommuting, yes. Business organizations, then remote work, it can be. Digital marketing, no way. Online education, no. Cyber security, no. They did not discuss any cyber fraud here, so they want to save their employees from cyber fraud. So all are eliminated. I am going with number three. Okay. So here also number third. Then the pandemic has also highlighted dash disparities and inequalities. So what it has highlighted? Inequality, any marginalized communities, okay, disproportionately affected. Racial, with racial, I can't go for disproportionately affected by economic. Okay, well, if you have the word economic, I need to find where there is some kind of economic word. Racial, gender, well, economic is there itself, so I'll go with your economic here. So this is my blank number four. Okay. Then, with communities coming together to support each other and frontline workers, Dash has become a rallying cry for many as people look to rebuild and reimagine a better future. Dash has become, resilience can be, innovation has become, so they are not directly discussing like innovation is a need or the are. So I'll eliminate solidarity. Mm, this I don't think so. Okay, you can relate it in any way. Empathy, maybe I won't eliminate, and sustainability, no. So they're talking about the pandemic, how it affected the world, and now people are trying to rebuild their lives after the pandemic. So sustainability also won't be there. Up to some point, empathy, but resilience with the will to again stand. Because of that context, I'll go for resilience here. Okay. So see what I applied here. I kept the theme in mind, then I kept the elimination approach in mind, and then what? That's all. Only these two were applied here. Okay. So this will be my approach if I'm taking Duolingo English test. Okay. Now let's jump on to next one. Well, this seems to be a little bit complex one because it is a kind of technical one. The brain is the most dash organ in the body. So complex, yes, it can be my answer. Essential, yes. Unique, yes. Peripheral, fragile. I will eliminate these two. I'm left with these three only. Now, what do you think when you are discussing a topic like this? Will you say it is the essential organ like it has 100 billion neurons? I think you should think of complex or unique only. Okay. Here even I will eliminate essential. If I have to give weightage to one of these two, complex or unique, I'll go with complex. Okay, why? Because I can see few things like brain's key function. Then you have responsible for processing and interpreting. Okay, so means when there are things happening in the brain, you won't be calling it as unique. You will be saying, okay, very complex, processes are occurring in the brain. Okay, based on that, I'll go with complex here. Then, organ in the body containing 100 billion neurons that communicate through dash signals, electrical, chemical, magnetic, sound, and visual. If you're not, if you don't have idea about this, then this will be incorrect answer. Here, correct one is chemical. Okay, that's why I said like it's bit technical, so you may face problem here. Okay, if you don't have idea about, you don't know, you don't have this basic, what uh, basic understanding of what is written here. If you're not read so far, then you won't be able to answer paragraphs like this. One of the brain's key function is to control dash and behavior. Most of the time you will read what or you will hear what? Emotions and behavior. I'll go with number one here. Okay, with behavior usually emotions go. So based on that I'm selecting this one. and it doesn't make sense. Hormones, memory, dreams, taste. This is a different, kind of what different kind. Well, emotions and behavior, they are different traits. Hormones is a different category word. Memory is different. Dreams are different. Taste is altogether different. So with behavior, I can pair only emotions, which is primarily achieved through the release of dash neurotransmitters through the now the here I'll directly tell you what is the answer. The first one. Why? When you are releasing neurotransmitters, then what? Then you say this one. And when you're preventing the release of neurotransmitters, you will say this one. Okay, so here you have to say excitatory neurotransmitters. Okay, the brain is also responsible for processing and interpreting dash from the environment. Interpreting what? Emotions from the environment, it doesn't fit here. Movement, again, like doesn't fit in the context. Energy from the environment, which allows us to see, doesn't make sense. Temperature from the environment, directly eliminated. So these two can be directly eliminated. We are left with three, and out of these three, stimuli. Interpreting what? Stimuli from the environment. And finally, the brain is capable of dash, which enables us to learn new things. Plasticity, it is positive word. You know what is the definition of plasticity? Like something which is regaining its shape, something which is coming back to its original shape. Then rigidity, very rigid. So if it is rigid, then it won't be doing these things. If it is inactive, it won't be doing these things. If it is inflexible, no, it won't. It can't do these things. It is unlearning. That doesn't fit here. So all these are kind of negative words for me. I'll go for your plasticity only. So if you get paragraph like this and you do not have idea of the topic, then just go for your educated guess. But in this case, you will face problem. Okay, if you don't know the meaning of the words. Okay, so here I knew the meaning. That's how I was able to answer this question. Okay, now jumping to the next one. This seems to be a very simple one. Photosynthesis is the topic. The process of photosynthesis is essential for the survival of plants and other photosynthetic organisms. During photosynthesis, plants absorb what? Carbon dioxide. No need to think even. Okay. From the air and water from the soil, which they use to produce electrical signals. I have never heard. Chemical, never heard. Magnetic waves, no. These three, no. Glucose, yes. Sugar, okay. Sugar byproduct. So I'll go with glucose here, and release oxygen as a byproduct. This process, this process occurs in specialized structures called what? Chloroplast. Okay, if you don't know photosynthesis, then you may face problem here also, which are found in the leaves and other green plants parts of the plant. In addition to producing food, photosynthesis also helps regulate the amount of dash in the atmosphere. Amount of what? Carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Okay, it regulates carbon dioxide. That's why we, do not we, well, although we are facing problem, still like it's not that much. What? Global warming. Okay, some students may think of oxygen. Okay, but this carbon dioxide is the better word, I said. It regulates the amount of what? That, because it absorbs CO2 from the atmosphere, so it is helping us to maintain the level. Okay, making it a critical process for the health of the planet. Yes, for the health of the planet, it's important that carbon dioxide levels are not beyond their limit. So that's why CO2. Interestingly, some plants have evolved specialized adaptation, such as dash leaves, to help them in harsh environments with limited water. Okay, limited water. I'll go with succulent here. Succulent means which is full of water content, which is full of juice. So in limited water, hairy leaf will help you. Red, thorny, fleshy, no. Only succulent one which is rich in water content. Okay. So here three. First one was very simple. Second one, elimination approach. Even if you don't know glucose, I can still eliminate others. So kind of simple. This one, like I knew it. So like this process. So this one was easy in that sense. This one, carbon dioxide and oxygen. So you need to be careful here. Okay. And then fifth one, I knew the meaning of this word. If you don't know the meaning, I have discussed the same one with my students in the live class, and some went for elimination approach. They eliminated others, so they selected it. Others just like went for a wild guess. Okay, it will be like your succulent only, because others were not they were not comfortable with others. Okay, so let's now go through some other type. This one is again related to environment. So let's see the blanks. In recent years, there has been a growing interest in Dash as a way to reduce our carbon footprint. Growing interest in sustainable living, renewable energy, minimalist lifestyle, green car reduce our carbon footprint. Okay, so sustainable living, that this also can be the answer. Then let's read the other one. One proper option is harness energy from the sun. Okay, I got a renewable energy, so this is my first blank. Okay, one popular option is dash, which harnesses energy from the sun. You should not be confused. Solar power. Another option is dash, which uses heat from Earth's core to generate electricity. Earth's core. So heat. Heat means thermal. Geo, you can relate it with the geography, with the earth, so geothermal energy. Tidal for your sea waves, wave energy different, biomass different, natural gas different. In addition, dash has gained a popularity as a way to reduce the amount of waste, what recycling. Okay, then furthermore, many people are turning to dash as a way to reduce their meat consumption. Okay, they are not saying they are completely becoming they are completely stopping their meat consumption, reducing. So the person who reduces his or her meat consumption but still eats, he is called as your flexitarian. So I'll go for number D here. Okay, vegetarian means only vegetarian. This one means vegetarian, sometimes meat and fish. So go for, because it's written like reduce their meat consumption and lower their carbon footprint. Finally, dash is also being explored as a way to reduce emissions from transportation. Transportation is there, then what? Uh, Electric vehicles, hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, biofuels, public transportation. No, this one can't be the answer here. Why? Because of the gravity of the context. Okay. Now, why electric vehicles? Nowadays, what is happening? So, see, you can say, okay, this one also like is a way to reduce emission. This one is also a way to reduce emission. But generally, what you will hear nowadays, electric vehicles. So, I'll go with your electric vehicles here. So, that's why I said in start like appropriate answer. Sometimes two or three will be correct. We have to choose the most appropriate. Okay. Okay, now let's jump to next one. Globalization has had a profound impact on Dash as people and ideas from different parts of the world have become more connected. Okay, people and ideas from different parts. Politics, well, it's about people and ideas. No. Culture, people is there, so culture, yes. Environment, no. Education, no. Technology, no. So culture is the correct answer. Others do not fit in the context. One of the most significant effects of globalization has been the rise of Dash, which has transformed the way we do business and communicate with each other. Okay, business is there, communication. Multinational corporations has been the rise of MNCs, has been the rise of social media, has been the rise of e-commerce, has been the rise of outsourcing, virtual reality. No, all these are eliminated. I'll go with number A. Then, however, no, this is left. In addition, globalization has led to Dash as people have become more aware of cultural differences and similarities. So they're talking about cultural differences. People are aware of cultural differences because of what? Cultural exchange, yes. Homogenization, no. Appropriation, no. This is altogether different. Imperialism, no. Isolation, no. So I'll go with again A here. Cultural exchange. However, globalization has also created dash as some countries have struggled. Globalization has also created what? Has also created economic inequality. Okay, uh, growth. It's written like have struggled. Okay, struggled. So with struggle, I can't say growth. I can't say stability, prosperity. Only inequality. Then globalization has raised concern about dash as companies move jobs to different countries with lower labor cost. Okay, lower labor cost leading to job losses in developed countries. So what? Labor rights. Okay, others do not fit in this context. Intellectual, environmental, consumer protection. No, we're talking about labor cost. You're talking about jobs. So labor rights. And again, like if you uh, read news or if you watch news, then this is common. Labor rights. Okay, labor laws. So usually these words will be there. Finally, globalization has also led to increased dash as people from different cultures and backgrounds interact and exchange ideas. Increased diversity, yes. Increased conflict, no way. Increased innovation, doesn't fit in this context. Increased collaboration, it can be. Migration, no. Increased collaboration as people from different cultural backgrounds interact and exchange ideas. Well, it is not like well, collaboration and diversity both are my options. I'll go with diversity. Why? Because the topic or the sentence is not exactly, it doesn't exclusively talk about collaboration. Like people collaborate with each other, they do this, they do that. It's simply saying, okay, means there is a diversity as people from different countries talk with each other. It doesn't mean that they collaborate, they work together. Okay, so I'll go with your diversity. So what do you understand? Meaning of the word, theme, then sentences in mind. Okay, that's all. This is the way to answer. Fill in the blanks. So I hope you have got the idea. Now I'll show you how to practice this one in Google Forms. So this is the form. This is a paragraph. The only difference between my form and the main test is that for one blank there you will have 5 options. Here I am giving you 15-20 options because I did not have any option at all. In Google Forms we cannot provide separate options for every blank. Okay, that is not possible here. So when you are answering, let's say first blank, refer all these. Okay, refer all these. If you feel this is the correct one, select it. When you're referring second blank, if you feel this is correct, if you feel this is correct, just select it. A third blank, read all the options. If you feel secrets is the correct answer for tales, views or imagination, select it. Okay, and likewise answer all these questions. In the promo, what I said, 100 questions, right, for all the question types, for actually every question type. But for fill in the blanks, I am providing 10 sets, each having how many questions? Each having well 20 sets questions, I would say. 10 sets, 20 questions, so 200 fill in the blanks. Okay, so and there is one more thing, like without answering all the blanks you won't be able to submit it. Okay, keep that in. So this one and the coming lecture, both Google Forms are little different. Okay, here the difference is that for one blank you have 20 options, there you will have 6 only. Okay, because of some limitations I couldn't provide exactly 5 or 6 options. That's the only thing. So I hope you have got the idea about the question type and about Google form. So now well, click on the link, start with this practice set itself. This was the first set. Okay, practice all the 10 sets. Well, I won't say all the 10 sets in one shot. Practice at least 2 3, then jump onto the final lecture, in which you will learn how to answer the highlight the answer question type. Okay, so that's all guys, thank you very much.